Okay, Raj, Ravindra and Prasanna, good evening. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பேர் ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க பட் இருந்தாலும் ஸ்லோவாக நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறேன். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு என்ன சொல்ல போகிறேன்னு கேட்டோம்னா ஷேர் மார்க்கெட்டில் வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பீப்புள் ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் ஒவ்வொரு விதமான விதத்தில் வந்து உள்ளே வந்திருக்கலாம். மேபி ஃப்ரெண்டை ரெஃபர் பண்ணியோ இல்லாட்டி உங்களுக்கே நாலேஜ் இருந்திருக்கலாம். இல்லாட்டி டிவியில் ஆட்ஸில் ரீசெண்டாக நிறைய வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த கரண்ட் சினாரியோவில் கோவிட் இப்போ இருக்கிற சுச்சுவேஷனில் பார்த்தோம்னா எல்லா ஐ ஸ்பீக் இங்கிலீஷ், ஹிந்தி அண்ட் மராத்தி. Okay, Ravindra, not a problem. When you have any doubts, like I will explain you. Thoda Hindi samjha. I have a little bit trouble in Hindi, but still I will make sure you attend this session and you will understand everything clearly. Okay. And since it is go to the webinar is through go to webinar, unfortunately you cannot speak from your end. You can put your questions here, so I'll give every reply for you. Okay. Fine. Okay, so today's session is about like in the current scenario, like if you see from the COVID fall வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா mostly almost except government and except frontline people like doctor, nurse, police, government staff மட்டும்தான் they are working right now. And apart from that, almost all kind of business is down. பட் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன், ஈவன் இன் திஸ் சுச்சுவேஷன், இந்த ராஜ் உங்களுக்கு வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறது கம்ஃபர்டபுளா எப்படி உங்களுக்கு? Okay, Raj. If you are comfortable in English, for the moment, I will continue in English. Okay. So, in this scenario, during this current pandemic, if we see the only field which is one kind of trading, one kind of field which is flourishing is, அதாவது இந்த கரண்ட் சினாரியோ கோவிட்லேயும் எந்த ஒரு ஃபீல்டில் ஸ்டில் பீப்புள் ஆர் கம்ஃபர்டபிளி ஏர்னிங் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா இட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் ஷேர் மார்க்கெட். So most of the people, they are not aware of like how to do trading, what to do trading, what is the risk involved, என்ன risk இருக்கு, இல்லாட்டி what are the advantages of staying in this trading. Okay, so in this webinar I'm going to tell you how to survive in this market, how to earn money without losing your hard earned money. Okay, so adila patamna most of the people who are profitable in share market is, it's not most of the people, majority of the time, who will be the winner or who will earn money without losing abdin patamna, it is nothing but high network investors, or else institutions, or else mutual fund people, and whichever company they are having like especially analyst, they are research analysts with the team with them. So they'll be doing all these things and they'll be profitable from their end. So here, being as a retailer, if we want to survive in this share market, retailer இருந்துட்டு share marketல survive ஆகணும்னா, we need to know how institutions and high HNI people, they are surviving in the market and they are earning and comfortably they are making money in the market. So if we follow the footpaths of institutions, only then we can remain successful. So that is the basic concept behind this webinar. So I'll proceed with that. So this is my topic actually, how to be successful and survive in share market. Okay. So anybody out here, can you say whether share market or trading is gambling or it's not gambling? It's like any other profession. Can you say whether it is gambling or not? Yes or no? Okay, fine. Good reply from response from Raj Ravindra and Sridhar and Saurabh is there. Welcome to the webinar. Okay, why people who are not aware of like how to do trading, then or what is share market, only those people they will say it is a gambling because they don't know how to earn money. யாருக்கு வந்து இதுல knowledge இல்லையோ only those people they will say it is like a bit blindly. uh, if someone is betting in a horse race, they'll be making a bet on any horse. This horse will win, that horse will win. But being as a trader, one who is in the share market, and if they are surviving with proper technical analysis, they are called proper traders and they know how to make money. So, from their point of view, it is not a gambling. And this is what, yes, anyone who takes trade without knowing where to buy and why he is buying and not knowing what is market sentiment. The one who doesn't know all these things, அதாவது யாருக்கெல்லாம் இது தெரியலையோ only for them it is gambling. No, answer is no. When it is, it's not gambling. It is a profession, unlike any other field or job. When he or she does any proper study before entering a trade, that is like இப்போ நாம ஏதாவது வாங்குறோம் விற்கிறோம், like if you're buying or selling anything, we should know why we are buying in this price, why we are selling. எதுக்காக இங்க வாங்குறோம், எதுக்காக இங்க விற்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கறத தெரிஞ்சுட்டு ட்ரேட் பண்ணோம்னா that is called a professional trader or it is a profession kind of. Okay, and this is what. So why you guys are here to become a trader or a gambler? Sridhar and Saurabh, can you say like you want to become a trader or you want to become a gambler, or why you are in this webinar? Sridhar, Saurabh, Prasanna, Raj, Ravindra. Okay, Sridhar, thanks for the reply. Okay, so today I'm gonna tell you the simple method how to take a trade. Okay, many are I'm getting good replies. Professional trader, professional winner, trader. Okay, good to see. So here I'm just going to tell you how to become a professional trader, how to become a winner. Okay, this is general introduction. I don't know about how many people are new and how many are already a trader, but still I will. Okay, I'll just put a small poll. I will explain, and meanwhile, you guys can. All right. Okay, I will give you a small introduction. So, types of analysis, types of trading, and which type of trading is more reliable. These are the three things which I'm going to explain you next. இப்போ என்ன சொல்ல போறோம்னா எத்தனை விதமான அனாலிசிஸ் இருக்கு அண்ட் எத்தனை விதமான ட்ரேடிங் இருக்கு, தட் இஸ் வாட் ஐம் கோயிங் டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் நவ. Okay, there are three types of analysis. What are they? Fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and news-based analysis. I think இதுதான் மூணு விதமான அனாலிசிஸ். இதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் everybody is taking a trade. So, anybody have any idea what is fundamental analysis? Raj, Ravindra, Saurabh. Yeah, you have any idea what is fundamental analysis, Mr. Saurabh? Study of balance sheet. Yeah, yeah, that's a clean reply. No idea about fundamentals. Okay, company accounting details. Okay, yeah, okay. SWOT and fundamental basis based on investment. Okay. So fundamental, it means analysis of a company. Okay. Okay, Sarah. All right. So fundamental analysis is nothing but simple, in a simple way. If you want to say something, simple விதமா சொல்லணும்னா, if you are buying any land or a plot in any area, we will just make a study. ஏதோ ஒரு இடம் வாங்குறோம்னு சொன்னோம்னா, we will think about அங்க வந்து என்ன future project இருக்கு, future any shopping malls வருதா, or we will make a study how that area will develop in future. So all these things we will analysis in fundamental analysis, not related trading. It's a fundamental of buying a plot. Similarly, in trading, fundamental analysis is nothing but before buying a stock, we will study about what is the market capital of the company. Market capital, how much capital they have to run the business. Even in case of any, like even in this corona situation, whomever has got backup, they will survive. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா again இந்த கொரோனாவோட மெயின் ஃபால்ல கூட யாருக்கிட்டலாம் பேக்கப் இருந்துச்சோ அந்த கம்பெனிங்க மட்டும்தான் சர்வைவ் ஆச்சு. ஸோ சேம் திங், if anybody wants to survive even in case of any mishap or any abnormal scenarios, they need fundamental, they need huge market capital to survive. So first thing required is market capital, then what are their profits and losses in the last quarter, last 1 year, and what are their future projects, and what are the shares they have, how many shares they have, how many shares the promoter has pledged, எவ்வளோ ஷேர்ஸ் வச்சிருக்காங்க, அது எவ்வளோ அடகு கடன் வச்சிருக்காங்க. Sometimes the promoter, when the company situation goes bad, they will pledge their shares to get some money to bail out, like to come out of the problem, and all those things. So study of a company's accounts. Same somebody has said about balance sheet and everything. So that is called fundamental analysis. So the next one I'll go to third one, news based analysis. News based analysis, nothing directly but any normal layman without any knowledge about market, what they will do, they will just buy and sell. அதாவது ஒரு நார்மலா இருக்க பீப்புள் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, அவங்களுக்கு எங்க வாங்கணும் எங்க விற்கணும்னு தெரியாது. பட் ஆனா அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, பிளைண்ட்லி வாட் எவர் த சி இன் த நியூஸ்ல பாக்குறத வச்சுட்டு, ஸோ தே வில் பி ஜஸ்ட் பையிங் பிளைண்ட்லி வாட் எவர் பீப்புள் சே இன் த நியூஸ். So that is called news based analysis. அது இல்லாட்டி, even if you say some other scenario, if there is any war globally, if US is waging a war against China, financial blockage against China, so இந்த மாதிரி whenever some bad news is coming, இந்த மாதிரி bad news வரும்போது, like people because of panic they will sell all their shares. So that is called news based analysis. Okay, so these are the two things, like fundamental analysis and news based analysis. But the main thing, the main thing why I am here is to teach you something related to technical analysis, how to survive in the market with technical analysis. So when you see, when you compare three types of analysis, which one do you think more reliable? You can just comment if you want. Raj, Ravindra, Prasanna, Sridhar, Saurabh. Which one is best? Fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and news-based analysis. Technicals, Prasanna. Okay. Okay. Fundamental for long-term, Sridhar. Okay. Technical. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. So technical for short term. Okay. Fine. I will show the examples. Which one is more reliable? As you say, like fundamental for long term is very good, and it's more appropriate. And news based analysis, it doesn't work all the time. So if you see in the recent 1 year, Almost all the companies' quarter results were positive, but most of the major companies they were on the announcement of their profit on the same day. Those companies they were not going up; they were all coming down. So if anybody might have taken a trade based on news and results, they might be in loss for the day or for that short period of time. But if you see for a longer period of time, fundamental analysis is good. But what is technical analysis and how it is more reliable compared to others, we will see. So apart from analysis, after analysis, we need to see what are the different types of trading style. So I think most of the people or you have a bit more knowledge about trading. So I'll cut short all these things. Types of trading is intraday, buying and selling on same day, swing trading, buy today, day trading, swing. Okay, trader. Okay, so intraday trading, buy and sell and close your trade on same day. Swing, buy today. You can wait for maximum 3 days up to a week. Short term trading, you buy today, your target may reach up to 3 weeks or up to a month. Mid-term and long, it's we we say investment, but that is also called as trading only. How it is like you're buying today and you're selling after a long period of time. So even if it you call long-term investment, that is also like long-term trading only. Okay, one should trade according to the nature of the job. This one, which one is suitable for which one, we need to decide according to the individual's nature of the job and their capacity. Okay, if someone is working in a regular day shift, like and who cannot look into the market, for them intraday trading is not suitable at all. So if they buy something and if they got any work, they will get stuck and they'll be in loss in intraday. And swing trading, if you see, there are IT people or there are many doctors also in the field. So and also not just doctors, like health center people, like all those are there. So if they buy today and when the profit comes and during the time if they are in shift and if they couldn't do, and that is also a problem. So according to the nature of the work, one has to select whether they need to do intraday trading or swing trading, short term or mid term or long term. They need to decide according to their time frame. And these are the target duration for each type of trading. Intraday it is 15 to within a day, swing trade 2 to 3 days, sometimes a week. Short term 3 days up to a week. Mid term or long term few weeks to month and few months to year also, that is for long term. Again, why you are here, why I am here, we have discussed already. Why I am here, like I was a visitor once upon a time. Okay, same like you, how you are watching my video. Even I was a visitor and I was not knowing what is trading, and then I jumped into a trade without knowing what is what, and I lost several lakhs. And finally, I realized where I am lagging behind. I learned how to do trading and how to be successful. It took some time for me, but I'm a winner. Now it's almost 4 years for me. I came into the share market, and finally, since last 2 years, I'm consistent and I'm surviving. So meanwhile, I thought everybody's intention is same. Like I want to survive in this field, so I want to give my knowledge to the people and newbies. In turn, they will be beneficial. Result End result was loss of time and money. This is what like I have got after doing trading without proper knowledge and without proper guidance. I did so much and I lost so much. Final result was like I lost time and money for almost 1.5 year, and then finally what I got is reward. This is my reward. What money could not give me during this process, experience gave me the priceless reward. So I'm here to share my trading strategies which I earned from experience so that you traders can be successful like me. Just follow the process. And I have spoke already technical analysis. So to survive in trading, one should be a proper technical analyst. So how many of you are using charts and you know how to analyze a chart? Can you give your quick answers? Okay, Sridhar, you know chart. I use. Okay, 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 okay. Fine. There are mix up of answers and majority they know like they use. So still, I will say for the historical data, Raj. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to teach a simple technical analysis method with which following you can be successful. So to begin with technical analysis, things to know. You should know basic chart, how to use the chart. I will show you TradingView chart now. And the next one is candlesticks, types identification, importance and types of candle form, zones, supply and demand zone, price action. And we'll come back again. So I will show you. So to the beginner levels, I will say one should know. One should have their own TradingView account or else investing.com or else they can use Zerodha or Fire's account. Okay, so this is the simple chart. We are seeing general introduction screen. So you guys, can you see TradingView? Okay. So what do you guys see now? PPT only. Okay, one moment. How about now? What do you guys see now? Okay. So this is the simple TradingView chart, and who needs detailed info about TradingView and charts? Okay, as I said, okay, simple things to know, basic charts and how to use. Then next is candlestick and the types and importance of the candle form. Okay, so anybody who comes into trading, they should know this trading view and they should know how to use trading view. So the few things, general info which I can give you is, so this is a simple chart. So whenever you are using, you need to know there are different types of um, time frames. So according to the time frame you are selecting, your targets will go accordingly. Sridhar sir, very fast. Okay, fine. So one should know what are the. This is a simple chart and various components are. If you want to search any particular stock, you need to type here in the left topmost corner. Here one should type for the type of if they want to find out which stock they want to choose. The next one is if they want to choose the time frame, they should see here. They need to change the time frame, or else from this drop down box you can change the time. Okay, and various things. Whenever you have any favorite thing, you can create a watch list here. You can choose your favorite stock here, and you can keep only those things, and you can monitor every now and then. So you need to know all these basic things before entering into any trade. So this is the day time frame, and you need to know. Okay, and I will explain one more simple thing. If there is, I think Raj, do you know how to use a chart, Raj, or anyone else have any problem in reading charts? Okay, fine. So no problem. I think most of the people might be knowing. So I'll go back to this thing. Basic charts, type of candles, and importance of the candle form. So here I'm here to explain you about this thing. The most important thing is nothing but so the most important thing is you should know where to enter, what should be your stop loss, what is your target, and most important thing is money management or risk management. So we'll discuss about my trade setups. It's nothing but you need to, being a professional trader, you cannot jump into any trade without knowing where you're buying. In the for everything, there is a supply zone or demand zone or support and resistance. To find out the correct supply and demand zone, I will explain you shortly. As per the entry risk reward sheet, blah blah blah, you should identify such setup. Always wait for the price to. Okay, here what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain you where you should take any trade. So you guys can see my trading view, right? Okay. So most of the traders, what they face, the problem, main problem is they will not know where to buy and where to sell. So they just buy randomly at some point, and without knowing, they end up in loss. So I'm here to simple thing, simply explain how to find a support and resistance, or how to find a supply and demand zone. And before saying, before telling you this, what is supply and demand zone is nothing but supply zone is where a place where buyers keep on buying, and it will reach a point when when it is reaching the point, the price will drop. It is nothing but supply zone is nothing but a overbought zone. So here in this chart, if you want, I can proceed with State Bank of India, or if you guys have any stock, we will see that one. Any stock recommendation? Lalpat Labs. So to read this, I will start from beginning. Gulf Oil Lubricants. Okay, so we will just consider from the past 2016. I will mark what are the supply and demand zones and see, and we will see how the market reacted. For me, the price, for example, price is coming down, and there was a rally here. So for example, we will consider we were in this time, like we were around 2018, and I'm marking a, okay. So based on this setup, this was a demand zone because the price was coming from here all the way and it bounced back. So this acts as a demand zone. Let's see what has happened in the future. Like price came here, it came here, took a bounce, it came to the demand zone and it went up. And again, it acted as the same demand zone. It came here second time and it bounced. Okay, I will just show you supply and demand zone how I mark, and I will tell you later on how to find it out properly. And again, the next one is, this is the next demand zone. See here, like we were not in this zone. What happened? Price we marked over here. We marked this demand zone immediately after this candle is formed, but we don't know what will happen in future. But what has happened after going away from here? The price again, when it came to the demand zone, from here it bounced back and it went. So after marking, after this thing has happened, we need to mark the demand zone. Yeah, Saurabh, I will explain you. So, so this is the thing you see here. Like um, after this candle is formed, we have marked this as a demand zone, and this is what you call, this is a monthly chart, and we left, and the price when it came here after 4 months, it touched and it just flown away. You can see here. So there are different time frames. What we have done after this month, we just marked this area and left. So we marked this area during the time of January 2019. So when the price it came to this area after how many months? May 2019. This zone, this area acted as a huge demand zone. Once the price came here and it went non-stop. See the percentage. You can calculate the return percentage over here. So minimum, even if you kept here, your percentages, if you might have invested in this, the amount of returns which you got from this zone, like exactly like from May 2019 until January for 2020, less than an year, the amount of returns, minimum returns, what I'm telling is minimum return, it is 77%. So that is why I say trade only in the zone. If you are buying or selling anything, you should buy only in the demand zone. I'm just showing past examples to show how supply and demand zone is working. So after that, it never came to this area. And if you want, whenever you are analyzing, you need to start from minimum, from a higher time frame. Normally, it is called as top-down approach. So if you have a feature, I have TradingView Pro plan, and if you have the feature, you can use 3 months, 6 months, and all these things. So always higher time frame supply and demand zone has got high value. So even if you see here, okay, we'll go to this area. So again in monthly, this is a strong demand zone. This price didn't come to this. Next demand zone. So lal path, it's like one way journey. So in monthly time frame, it did not give a chance at all for re-entry. It was one way it is going up. And if you want targets like how long you can hold, see, I think the momentum is still there. I don't know exactly. Now I cannot say exactly, but once again, if it comes to this area, it will bounce again because this is a demand zone. Week. If I go into weekly again, sort of just wait for some time. I will explain you. Okay, so again, if the price comes back to this level, again these are the resistances. Sorry, support. So as long as Lalpath Lab it doesn't break these two levels, it will be still in uptrend only. Either on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, unless it doesn't give a strong close. First is this level, second one is this level. If it gives a closing below these levels, then only you will see further downward movement in Lalpath Labs. Okay, but before that you have these two strong demand zones. Only if these two demand zones are breached, then only you can see a downward moment in Lalpath. Mr. Sridhar explaining you this. Apart from that, if you see, if you want to see the targets, upward target. So currently we are in this month. We have another 12 days left. By chance, if Lalpath, if it gives another closing above 4050, one green candle above this, your target will be confirmed. Your first target will be 4435, and if it sustains and if it is giving a closing above this level, next target is 4637, and final target it can be this. So if you are an investor, always make sure if you guys know Wyckoff theory or higher high, higher low, as long as it doesn't give a higher high and higher low, you can hold your stock. Okay, so this is just basic, and yeah, probably for 4400, 4400. We have another 12 days left, and there is a possibility. Not this month end, maybe. But by the way, Nifty and Bank Nifty, they are rallying. We cannot say once. We need, see, on a weekly basis, there was one closing above 4050. Now it is a retesting process. So we need to wait for another solid green candle closing first, either in a daily or else in a weekly. If you get another strong bullish candle closing, for sure your next target is 4435. You can mark this exact level. It will, if it is reversing from this area, it will touch and it will reverse, and if the momentum continues, it will go. But for sure 4435 will be immediate target if you get another day candle closing above 4050. Okay, before going into this thing, I will get back to my topic, supply and demand zones, where to buy and where to this thing. Gulf oil. Mm, okay, fine. Thank you. I have taken bull call straight on that path. Okay, fine. Now, as Mr. Saurav has asked, currently to mark a proper supply and demand zone, now on a monthly basis, this is 3 months, on a monthly basis. Okay, Saurav, like I will say, I have made an indicator of my own just to indicate an equal equilibrium candle. It is nothing but these are all neutral candles. Okay, and again, I think I'm diverting from my topic. So my topic mainly now it is nothing but how to be successful and how to follow the footprints of institutions. Okay, so that is the main topic, and I have deviated far away. So I will explain shortly in this video. Okay, in this explanation. So whenever this was a down moment, downside downward moment. Okay, this was a downward moment, and this is a corona fall also. And after this, why price it did not go down and how it went up. So most of the investors you will be knowing, whenever any stock or a price corrects more than 33 percentage or 66 percentage, every institutions and every investors they will start accumulating. Okay, so the same thing happened during the COVID fall. So how to find the proper zone? We need to see. I will tell you simple thing, like you need to look for, as I said, type of candle formation. I can, if the webinar ends like shortly within the time, guys do ping me so that I can explain you. Okay, so this is nothing but a morning star kind of setup. So we need to find the zone. We need to find a place where institutions are into it. So how can you find out is it's nothing but this red candle indicates a downfall. This I have marked it as a blue candle here, that is called as equilibrium candle. We call it as equilibrium candle because there was a huge selling happen. It came all the way to this level. Here in this point, the buyers and the sellers and buyers were equal, or it is becoming equal. So this is nothing but an indecisive candle. So at this point, what happens? The downward movement is stopped. So here I consider this thing as a demand zone because this is where the place market was falling and the fall was arrested, and in next one what has happened, like the buyers came in and they have taken up the price up. So how do we know whether it is a normal retailer or it is a huge institutions? That is how we find out based on the candle. That is how we find institutions footprints. So here, yeah, volumes, and also we need to see the type of candle formed after this doji candle. Okay, so the more lengthy it is and huge volume at the bottom, that indicates institutionals or HNIs are into it. So I mark this zone as a demand zone. Again, what happens? How to find a supply zone? In my past, if same thing happens, market was keep on going up. Okay, same here. As I said, what has happened? There was a upside rally. Okay, and this upside rally was. Do we need to wait for entering? Wait for evening star pattern. Yes, sir. Like almost similar. I will explain. So I have. Yes, you are almost correct. So not exactly every time we will exit. It depends upon. We need to see the type of candle formed here also. So here I will mark this as a supply zone because there was an upside rally. This equilibrium candle came here, buyers and sellers became equal, and sellers dominated this area and they brought the price down. And if this is a smaller red candle, I might consider this as a weaker seller zone. So I will not, after entering a trade, like I will not close my trade here, even if it is an evening star. If this is a small red candle, this will be a weaker supply zone. So I will not close my trade in this area. But one green candle, one doji candle, followed by, if there is a huge red candle like this, the amount of or the more lengthy it is after an equilibrium candle, it indicates the domination of sellers here. So in that scenario, I will mark this as a supply zone. So if I take a trade here, my target will be this one. So after reaching here, I can book my profit here, or else I will wait for any reversal pattern to form. I will wait for one red candle to form, and then I will close the trade. Okay, so this is how I identify a supply and demand zone. And Prasanna, why I have marked in my chart, I have marked those candles as blue candles, because in my view, only there are three types of candles: bullish candles, bearish candles, and this is equilibrium candle. It's nothing but this candle doesn't make any sense. They don't give any direction. For example, this is a green candle, and again this is a green candle. These doji candles are nothing but they are useless, or they are no meaning, because what has happened, the trend is continuing. This neutral candles, it did not stop the upward movement. But these are the places where institutions come in and they initiate a trade. See here, this was a, okay, let it be. So this is how I identify a supply and demand zone. So our time is also very short. Meanwhile, I will show the number of examples from the history. Who to put the blue candles? How to put? Actually, I have an indicator. I have inbuilt indicator. Just ping me. I will share my number also. Like I can send you the code, Pine Editor code. So if you save to your Pine indicator, you can have your own indicator and you can do it. And I will show various analysis. I will show the whatever I have plotted. After that, if you want anything to see in the live screen, I can share that. This is Titan Company in the recent scene. You can see here it is a red candle. There was a fall. There was a blue candle, equal candles, and followed by a stronger green candle. So price, when it came here, this was an I think during this time market was falling, but even then Titan, it came to the demand zone. See the number of percentages. I have put the stop loss ratio as 1:1, but what has happened? It has given almost 4%, but even after that, the price keeps going up. But always we should not be greedy. We should, after taking any trade, let it be intraday, short term, mid term, long term, we have to minimum look for 1:1, 1:2. Following that, you keep trailing your stop loss so that you will not miss any value. So in this, from the demand zone, minimum it gave 4% just in 4 days. This is in 125 minutes chart. So I think it has given a target within 1 or 2 days. See, this is Granules India. So again here, see how I have marked the demand zone. This was a fall, blue candle, and this is a strong green candle. And follow the price came here, all the way it touched this area and it just bounced. You can see 11% return in 2 weeks. This was the first one. This is second one, and this is third one. This is Greece cotton. Again, there was a fall, there was an accumulation, and there was a huge upside rally. This was a day candle. Price came to the demand zone. It touched, and I'm not showing too much profit and all. I'm just minimum showing 1:1, 1:2 ratio. But the targets it will be higher actually. See here, and this is the next one, Bandhan Bank. So price it went all the way, and if you see in day chart, this was a huge downfall actually. From top, it is coming down, down, down all the way. It came to the demand zone and it just bounced off. So always what you have to do is you need to wait for the price to come to your demand zone, and then you need to take an entry. You should not hurry up. In any chance, you should not hurry up. I can show more. Bajaj Auto. Again, see this. This was a strong upside rally. It was a green candle, again base, and this was a strong out candle, like you can say bullish candle. So the price again it came to this area. This was a old one in 2021 May. It came to the demand zone, and the percentage it has given us 21 percentage in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. This is HDFC Bank. Again, supply zone is reverse ulta. See here, price was coming from here to top, green candle. This was a base, and there was a fall. There was a close below this green, so this became a supply. So it came here, it entered into the supply zone. From here all the way it fall, and within 7 days, how many percentage? It is 1:4 ratio. It is yeah 1:4 ratio, and the return was 8 percentage, 7.55 percentage. This is Crisil Limited. This was a strong again demand zone, green, and this was a base candle again, huge rally. Price it was coming sharply down. Once it is reaching the area, it just bounced back within no time. There was a huge upside rally. Ravindra, there are indicators. Um, I had one, but it will show only in the higher time frame. But always do not rely on the indicator. Always you have, or else I can find it and I can share it to you. There was one, but I stopped using that one. Or else you can use charting also, where you can always search for 3 months low, 6 months low, or weekly low, and try to find this zone. See this again here, Chrysler. It just only one candle. This is a day candle. It is entered into the zone. The ratio was risk reward was 1:4, and it was 16% return in how many days? 3, 6, 7, 8 days. And this is Phenolics Chemicals. Same huge rally. See, there was a huge red candle in this. By seeing the red candle, anybody would have thought price will go down. But what has happened? It came enter into the zone. It just bounced off. Why I say follow the footprints of institutions means this was a green candle, blue. This amount of green indicates, and in this point, the institutions entered into this area. So always institutions will enter in only in supply and demand zone. So always you have to identify the right supply and demand zone, and then you have to initiate any trade. So in this, if you see again, huge red candle, rejection, and it went all the way 19% in 3, 6, 8 days. And DLF, see the way there was a upside rally. See all red candles, and it came here, it formed a base, and from here all the way it bounced 27% in 3, 6, 7 days. This is Apollo Tubes again. So these are the various examples, and if you want anything in the chart also I can show. This is Coal India. See, this two green indicates this is the area of institutional area. Okay, So whenever such area comes in future, for sure market will respect that area. We have a saying always in the trading, like history repeats. So whatever happened in the past, it will happen in future also. See Hindelco, green, there was a huge green. So again price came to that area. So if you might have taken after seeing this green, if you have initiated a trade here at 451, price might have fallen and you might have been in loss of 60 rupees per share. And if you are investing huge in loss. See again for selling also. Red, blue and red. And this was a supply zone. Price came down and with huge rally they tried to go up. It just touched the zone and it fallen down. 12% in 2 days. Yeah, this is the end of my show. So if you have any doubts or something, you can ask me. So I have explained. If you have any doubts, you can contact me in my Telegram. Can you guys see my screen or my Telegram ID is LEARN, or else I can post here. 6282145982. And my okay, for different time frames I have explained in my PowerPoint. Swing trading, time duration, or else just a moment, I will show you. Yeah, I will share the recording also, and you guys can ping me if you have any doubts. Price action. Can you see the word file like what I have shared? Ravindra, for you, I have this thing. Ravindra, can you see the time frame which I have showed? So if you guys don't have any premium account, you can use instead of 75 minutes, you can use 1 hour, and if you instead of 2 hours, you can use 125 minutes. And if you guys want more examples, I can provide you, or if you have any doubts, I can tell you. So I can provide the codes, but how can you send it here? Okay, share your email ID or Telegram or WhatsApp number. I can. Okay, you can send a message to me. Your WhatsApp or Telegram. Okay, Saurabh Vish T2. Okay, I'll send you Saurabh. Please send the Rajesh. Rajesh, I did not see you when you joined, but still, Rajesh, have you seen the analysis or explanation? Any more doubts or questions? Apart from this setup, there is a little more. If you get deep into the charts, like I will extend another 10-15 minutes so that you can ask your doubts or questions. I can tell you. So, based on my technical analysis, do not follow any indicators or no need of um, anything. You can just blindly look into the supply and demand zone, and you can take a trade. Same like what I would like to say is like how in market people try to sell their product. They will say like there are different things. If you join in my this thing, you will have more advantage. If you join this thing, you will have less like etc etc. So in trading also there is only one thing. There are two concepts actually. It's same like Wyckoff theory. It's higher highs and higher low. So this is one basic thing. Whenever price, for example, if you are in this area and the price crosses this previous high, for sure the price will go to the next range. And again, after crossing this previous high, whenever if you are in this point, and if price crosses this one, for sure price will go to the next level. So why I'm trying to say this is people just to sell their product or get more customers, what they do is they just added some indicator or any methods to teach their methods and they want to sell their products. But if you want to become a professional trader and if you want to survive in this share market, don't rely on any indicators. Just follow the candles. Candle says everything. Candle should speak to you. So only a few things you should know is this higher high, higher low, Wyckoff theories, and you need to know the supply and demand zones. You need to know the supply and demand zones. If you know this is a supply zone, and if you think that market is going to reverse from this area, you have to, if you bought here, you need to sell in this area. So price action is master, and that's what. And technical analysis. If you want to become a professional trader and if you want to survive a market, don't listen to any news. Don't rely on any indicators. Just follow this higher high, higher low concepts. look for type of candles forming in particular supply and demand zone, look for price action, and look for the supply and demand zone. With these three things blindly, you can take any trade, and technical analysis is common for all types of time frame. If you're doing whatever is applicable for short term, whatever is applicable for long term, it is applicable for intraday also. But why I don't suggest intraday at the moment is market is very much volatile and too much manipulation in Indian market currently. If you take any trade in the intraday, if your target doesn't give on the same day, you need to close your trade and you will end up in losses. That's why I have presented this webinar also, how to survive in market, and that is specially for I have mentioned swing trade. So what I mean to say is technical analysis is common for all types of time frame. Whatever works for day time frame, whatever works for, where is it? Like I'll show. Okay, so what I have shown here is like whatever is applicable for 15 minutes or within intraday, the same technical analysis is valuable for swing trade also. Whatever is applicable for swing, it is valid for short and mid term. But only thing, if your target doesn't give intraday, you need to close your trade in loss. So to avoid that current scenario, it's always better to do swing trading so that you need not close your trade in loss. And also, I would like to say, in current market condition, our market is an all-time high. And for the moment, by the way, last two trading sessions, three trading sessions is given. Some more steam is left out in Nifty and Bank Nifty. It will reach some more highs, and now the entire market, world market, they have started their profit booking already. But Indian market is going high. Why? Because now it is time for institutions to distribute whatever they bought. They want to trap all the retailers inside, and one fine day they will book their profit. So if you have any positions, kindly trail it. Do not, for an investment point of view, do not invest huge amount at the moment. Try to trail it. Always look for Nifty, and also if you have any stocks, kindly check for the particular stocks sector index also. So stay in trade, be a technical analyst. If you have any doubts, please you can call or message to my Telegram and call. You can call me. And sort of like I will mail it to your email the code. Thanks for watching and thanks for joining the session today. And I hope I will end the session. Any more questions? Okay, see you guys. If you have any doubts, do call me. Thanks for joining. Bye. Thanks, Ravindra. Thanks, Saurabh. Thanks, Sridhar. Thanks, Rajesh. Thank you.